Praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Pakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, I can do in the work in truth and sincerity. And this is basically a video concerning what happened last week at camp, or last weekend at camp, because, you know, if you watched our camp page videos, which is Spiritual Warfare High, you know, just going down the line, because they keep cutting our videos for the same reason, mostly because of talking about the MOB and talking about the pestilence that's going around. You know, anytime you mention truth about any of those two things, that can get you a strike or that can get your page taken down. And that didn't happen with our main page a few times, and also it didn't happen with my personal page. Matter of fact, I'm considering making a new personal page because I got 2 strikes on this one now. So, you know, it just is what it is. But anyway, concerning what happened at camp last weekend, we had a Jake, a bugged out nigga was there, and for a minute he was listening. Then Esau came with his white Jesus Christianity, plantation Christianity. And basically the Jake went into some Muslim bullshit. You know, and after a while, you know, the Edomites was pretty much done with him and shit. And he walked away, but in the midst of him talking, and we perceived that he was into the Muslim doctrine, we commented and told him that, you know, that's not a doctrine for our people. That was for the Arabs, and we gave him a little knowledge on it. But of course, he still continued in his Muslim religion faith. But Esau didn't fuck with him too much, you know. Esau didn't bother him too much about him believing in the Quran and the Muslim faith. But, you know, Esau is hovering around us, just trying to make sure Jake don't believe what we teach him. Which makes a lot of sense, because Esau don't care what you believe as long as it's not the truth. And we ended up saying that during camp, you know, and it's just like Jake is bugged all the way out. So we told him that, you know, but of course he gonna continue with his with what he believes in the Arab faith, the Muslim faith. But it's like, hey, Esau, you know, we just noticed when Esau is talking to Jake, as long as Jake don't realize that he's a Israelite and don't come back to the faith of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Esau don't care what you believe in. Vocab Malone proved that, you know. His biggest views come from him talking BS against the Hebrew Israelites, the brothers that's out there on the street prophesying in truth and in sincerity, you know. Mainly the brothers of Great Millstone, because you notice he don't really care about what's GOCC. He don't talk too much about them. Why? Because they mixed in that Roman Catholic doctrine with their belief, and they also said that Edomites can make it, which is not true. You know, he messed with IUIC only a little bit, but since they going way off the deep end, now they got a part where they idol worship. You know, I watched Apostle Gabar's video on that. You know, he did a few weeks back. So they talking about putting pictures of themselves up or their leadership up as if they're somebody, you know. And you got the ISUPK who are just damn near, hey man, they only a step away from being thugs, man. And they leader, General Yohana, talking about we don't hate white people, you know. It's like, you know, these Israelite groups is going off a whole lot. He don't really fuck with them. He messes with the brothers that's affiliated with Great Millstone, because he already know where the 100% truth is. Matter of fact, even Sarnetta had to admit that, you know, the brothers from Great Millstone, hey, we teach the same doctrine, and our apostles, our elders, They got the 100% truth, whom we learned from, or whom we were taught to know how to learn the scriptures, you know. But anyway, going back to what happened, you know, the dude, you know, the Jake was just bugged out, you know, bugged out on Muslim religion. And, you know, I just wanted to read a few scriptures on that. And Jake is not trying to come back to the faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's why it says, you know, that's why it speaks about 2/3 of our people being destroyed on this side, man. I mean, that's why we count ourselves blessed all the time, always blessed for having this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, because all Jake don't have it. It wasn't given unto them. So, first scripture I got is, as you see on the screen, is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. And you notice it says thou hast rejected knowledge. Because even at camp, what he did was reject the knowledge. He's like, oh no, I ain't listening to that. I don't care how much sense it makes. You know, I don't care how historically accurate you may be. I don't care how much studying you brothers may have done. I don't care how much sense the scriptures make when it's talking against these things, because what alerted us to it was he tried to mate the Quran with the Bible. Talking about, yeah, the Quran says something about the children of Israel being this and this and that. And I'm like, no, man, no. So you would listen to the Quran instead of going straight to the source, you know. And we were trying to reason with him, but, you know, he was too bugged out. And he ended up leaving. Esau was okay with that as long as he didn't stay listening to what we were saying, you know. But anyway, he rejected the knowledge. He rejected the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for this Muslim belief. Cunningly devised fable. And it's like, hey man, that one that's all that Esau wants. Esau don't give a fuck if you believe in something that's false anyway. Only thing he cares about is if you believe in the truth, you know. You Jakes knowing that you Israelites is a menace unto Esau, man. Especially when you believe and you actually practice rehearse the righteous acts, you know. Esau has a problem with that. But anyway, you know, let's go to the next scripture, which is Revelation chapter 12, verse 15. And the serpent cast out his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the flood is all these doctrines, man. He cast out a whole lot of doctrines. To name a few is the Muslim religion, the Catholic, 5%ers, the list just goes on and on. Buddhism, all types of bullshit. There are a lot of different religions. There is a flood of religions out there, you know, and there's only one truth. Matter of fact, a lot of these religions actually try to mate themselves with the Bible. You got Christianity, then you got Moronism, you know, Mormonism. You know, all of this try to mate themselves with the Bible. Christianity being the most prominent one, you know, actually using the Bible to preach a leprous Jesus, you know, and not preaching Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, you know. So there's a flood of doctrines out there that Jake is just getting swept away from. But the Lord has a remnant, an elect out there that is not going to get swept away from this flood. And the brothers that's out there preaching and prophesying in truth and sincerity, that's how you know. What do the scriptures say? You will know them by their fruits. If the Lord commanded his servants to be out on highways and hedges preaching this word, then the fruit of his servants would be out on the will be made out on the highways and hedges preaching this word. And that didn't. A matter of fact, no other religion is doing that, or none of these religions, I should say, is doing that, because we're not a religious group. We're a truth group. And I got one more scripture that I want to bring out, and this is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 14. That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about every wind of doctrine by the sleight of man and cunning craftiness whereby they lie in wait to deceive. So when you know the scriptures, when the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai put it in your mind about the scriptures, you know, and you got the understanding, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures, then you're no longer tossed to and fro with every wind of doctrine, man. I mean, we already know that 2/3 is gonna be cut off and die, and we're, as much as we do the service of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai as we supposed to do, and I say that in all humbleness, trying to basically what do the scriptures say? Compelling them to come in, and the apostles brought out that the word compel in the Greek means like to threaten, and we're definitely threatening Jake by telling them about the terribleness that's about to come, man. The all hell breaking loose, comparable to the flood, basically. Because he said this is going to be a time worse than any time that was on the planet Earth, man. Well, that was on this planet. And then at the end, it's going to be comparable to the flood. Of course, the opposite. Because instead of water, it's going to be judgment by fire. So, yeah, we're definitely compelling people to come in, man. But Jake rejects the knowledge. And of course, Esau, it's like a menace. It's like a stabbing wound to Esau. Esau don't want to hear his judgment. And then the Edomites that claim that they believe in the Bible, hey, they just don't. As long as you don't believe in the truth, as long as you Israelites don't believe in the truth, you so-called Negroes, Indians, Latinos, and the speckled bird around the globe, as long as you don't believe in the truth, they don't care. You can believe in any other doctrine you want, but just don't believe that you're an Israelite and start taking steps to get on Yahweh Yahushai's good side, basically. So, hey, man, you Jake out there, hey, you don't got much longer. All hell is about to break loose. You can see it coming in the air of the night. This is happening. The Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is happening, man. So, all hell breaking loose is right around the corner. That time of Jacob's trouble is coming. And if you don't get right soon, it's going to be too late. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom. All praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the Apostle of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, I can do in the work of truth and sincerity. And until next time, Shalom.